provider, known as MSP, offered their help, send staffing needs to me. And so the seed was planted, and as careful as could be, implementation team did water, feed and grow this budding tree. Fruitful and abundant was the destiny of such, making sure its needs were met, providing white glove, tender touch. And as this seedling blossomed into such a handsome tree, thus began the story of this particular MSP. Two halves of an invoice journeyed down billing lane. Part AMN traveler, part insert some competitor's name. It was there in billing that their pathways soon would change, since both parts of an invoice aren't processed quite the same. As billing keyed into ShiftWise and prepared the bill for the client, they covered all their bases and ensured rates were compliant. With clinicians booked, the patients healed, our client was delighted. But then the bill came and suddenly, our client soon felt slighted. Dispute, they declared on the AMN half, we didn't approve this rate increase. Needing the facts, there was just one team who could restore the AMN peace. Caw-caw, caw-caw! We need CCA to research the contract and save the day. Behold, they cried, a temporary bill increase. Complete with client signature, the dispute will now cease. With haste back to client, billing presented the letter, showing our accuracy, making the experience better. With confidence now that the rates were good, only the AV half remained. And billing posted the AMN half directly into Great Plains. As the clock ticked and talked, Card patiently waited for the money to come, and Cash kept them updated. And then it appeared not a moment too late. Payment from the client, keeping accounts up to date. Cash paid the invoice, and wouldn't you know, the AMN half was now good to go. Waiting for payment after 45 days, Carr called the client, who rarely late pays. We've sent in the money, all that was due, to AMN headquarters, attention to you. When Cash got the check, payment wasn't in full. What kind of a stunt were they trying to pull? Meanwhile, the AV was calling AP. Where is our money? Give it to me. So Carr took a look at the check that was sent to figure out how the money ought to be spent. Their research determined an error was made, so they called back the client, who promptly then paid. Yay. When the balance was sent, Cash reached out to Carr for where to apply the money thus far. Cash then applied the money received, and Maureen's team could finally breathe. AP called the AV and happily shared, a week from this Wednesday, your cash will be there. So Caroline's team cut the check with the quickness. And AMN Healthcare secured future business. It's imperative, you see, that we all work together. Bright individuals like birds of a feather. Cash, Carr, and contracts, AP, and billing. A magnificent team, each one of us willing to share in our process and communicate freely. Client solutions, we're the backbone, really. To all things financial, the lifeblood indeed. The AMN heartbeat, we thrive, we succeed. Take note of this story, a commonplace tale. Chances are more are brewing in your Outlook email.